So, ex-UFC Rising star Mohamed Mokaev promised us that he had big news that was going to emerge from the mouth of Jake Paul, and he made good on that promise. He will be participating at Ronda Rousey's infamous MMA card on Netflix, and he'll be fighting an incredibly noteworthy fighter, a fighter who fought in a trilogy with one of the best UFC fighters of all time in Demetrius Johnson. Adriano Moraes. He looked great in those fights. I think he knocked out Demetrius Johnson too, or maybe he didn't, but he did beat Demetrius Johnson at least once in that trilogy. So I do consider him to be quite skillful. So this will be a really high level fight, and arguably the highest level fight of the card. I think. When I think about it, yeah, because we have the Francis Ngannou fight, then there's a Nate Diaz fight. Yeah, this should be the fight with the highest level of fighting, because Mokaev is incredibly skilled, and I definitely believe Adriano Moraes has the skills to pay the bills as well. So this should be an incredibly competitive fight. I see Mokaev winning though. I feel like Mokaev's gonna bring this one to the ground as best as he can, and Moraes is gonna probably fight this on the feet or try to. But when it comes to Mokaev and the Russian grappling, it's really tough to beat. And I don't think Moraes, he's getting older now, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to really keep up with Mokaev to a T. I think Moraes is going to hold his own and make the fight competitive, but when this fight goes to a decision, because I think it will, Mokaev will win it by a considerable margin due to sheer ground control time, in my opinion, as best as I could predict it. I think Mokaev is just going to out-grapple Moraes and force the fight to the ground every chance he gets. But I'll be rooting for Moraes, though. I like Mokaev. I like both of these fighters, but I feel like for nostalgia's sake, I'll be rooting for Adriano Moraes, because those fights against Demetrius Johnson were really, really fun fights to watch. But overall, great fight. Arguably, the greatest fight on the card, although I am looking forward to that Nate Diaz fight. This should be a semblance of fireworks. Even on the ground, I'm expecting a lot of, position reversals and high intensity, given how competitive I think Moraes can be. Looking at, again, his previous fights and how much of a legend he is. But overall, let me know what you think.